Welcome to Vancouver. Along with Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emmerich. It's almost time for tonight's face-off.
Always a thrill to be here, Mike. Let's meet tonight's starting goalies. In net tonight, for Los Angeles, Felix Potvin. And in the other net, the starter for Vancouver, Dan Cloutier.
We're ready to get started in Vancouver.
The crowd sitting on their hands, Doc, waiting for the first strike still.
Touch pass to Schneider. Rockets one. Just wide. Across right to Naslund. Allison races back to get it. Pass ahead. Breakaway chance. He scores! He had nothing but ice and goal-scoring glory ahead of him. And the Kings fall behind.
What a terrific toe drag.
Draw in the neutral zone. Moves it quickly to Barron. Unloads. Incredible save.
Number 2, Matthias Owen.
Draw to the right of the net with a slap shot. Cross ice to Eloranta. Over to Cook. Over to Letowski. Along to Belanger. They score! The goalie had no help, and he made him pay the price. And we're all even here.
That didn't take long. They decided to go right back at them and quickly punched in an answer.
We're all tied up. Draw at center ice. Cross ice pass. Feeds it across. One timed over to Warrener. Left side to Palpy. Johnson on a breakaway. Hit the goal post.
They're fortunate that didn't go in.
Great effort on the power play for Los Angeles. Draw in the right circle. Over to Schneider. Puts it on goal. Hands it to Bertuzzi. Feeds it across. Cross ice pass. Naslund hustles to it. Face off to the right of the net. One timed over to Nordstrom. Pass to LaPerriere. Fires a slapper. Feeds it along to Belanger. Up to Smolinski. Shoots. Shooting. Over to Belanger. One times it to Henrik Sedin. The score is tied. Right side to Belanger. Cross ice pass. Fires a slapper. One timed over to Sedin. The Kings head to the bench for a change. Smolinski plays it into the corner. Rink wide to Sedin. Up to Sedin. Guides it on to Sedin. Scores! Cloutier didn't have a chance on that one and gives up the goal. What terrible defense in front of him. The Kings will now skate with a one-goal lead. Face off in neutral ice. Over to Bertuzzi. Rink wide. Score! Vancouver answers right back. And this thing is knotted up.
That's what you do to reestablish confidence. Score in response.
Face off in the neutral zone. Morrison takes the puck. Over to Bertuzzi. Big blast! The Kings back to get it. To Palpy. Cross ice. To Bertuzzi. To Naslund. To Morrison. Right side to Naslund. Vancouver 2. The Kings 2. Puts one on goal. Draw to the right of the net. Controlled by Linden. Warrener with the shot. Misses the mark. Smothered. A forgettable season this year for Vancouver.
The players have to be disappointed with the year they've had.
One times it to Chabarov. Draw in the left circle. To Lopich. Tees it up. That shot's wide. Feeds it across. Neither team with an advantage. The play is called back for offside. Face-off at neutral ice. Puck controlled by Letowski. Big blast. Over the net. Sent to Cook. Winds up and fires. Moves it ahead. Rink wide to Deadmarsh. The Kings want a change. Face-off in the left circle. Cross ice to Lopich. Cross ice pass. Rink wide to Lopich. Puck covered. Face-off in the left circle. One times it to Schneider. A shot. Over to Lopich. The score is tied. Intercepted. Cross ice pass. Emerson hustles to it. Across right to Elaronta. Lets it rip. Advances the puck to Belanger. He won't get to it. We'll have an icing call against Los Angeles. Rasmussen faces off in his own zone. Big shot.
1 minute remaining in the first period.
Across left to Bertuzzi. Rink wide to Naslund. Over to Bertuzzi. Right side to Naslund. Naslund and the Canucks are offside. Face off at center ice. Letowski with the puck. Rink wide to Cook. Cook! Wrister. Time almost up. Vancouver not getting it done at home.
Ooh, home hasn't treated them well this season.
Over to Schneider. Quick shot. Neither team with an advantage. And we're a third of the way home. Vancouver 2, the Kings 2. All set for the start of the second period.
One of these teams has got to get some stops in the defensive end and spark some offense to break this tie.
Allison gets control. Over to Schneider. Cross ice pass. Over to Hines. Big blast. Shot sails wide. Left side to Bertuzzi. Breakaway chance. He scores! He peppered that wrist shot through in a hurry. And the Kings now find themselves trailing.
Oh, it was the great skating there that created that goal.
Draw at center ice. Drops it. He won't get to it. Across left to Linden. Cross ice to Lopich. Pass to Linden. Pass to Palfy. Over to Johnson. Over to Linden. Draw to the left of the net. Picked up by Vancouver. Blasts it. Over to Hines. Los Angeles looking for the equalizer. Letowski faces off in his own zone. Loads it up and fires. Quick shot. Covered by Cloutier. Face off to the right of the net. One-timed over to Nordstrom. One-timed over to Smolinski. Hammered by Lilia.
Oh, he knocked him into next week.
Cross ice pass. Feeds it across. Picked off. Passes to Sedin. A shot. Snatched by Putman. Takes a shot. Caught. Advances the puck to LaPerriere. Rink wide to Belanger. The Kings in the midst of a change. Cross ice pass. Cross ice to Sedin. Nobody back. Here's a breakaway. He scores! He had nothing but ice and goal-scoring glory ahead of him. The Kings have to be more aggressive now.
Man, you see that bench? He even wowed his teammates with that one.
Vancouver,
Los Angeles behind.
Number 33.
Fires away. Score! Los Angeles answers the last goal right away.
That's what you do to reestablish confidence. Score in response.
The draw at center ice. To Modry. Over to Johnson. Visnovsky gathers it in. Across left to Palffy. Rink wide to Johnson. Glavich shoots it to the corner. Cross ice pass. Feeds it across. Can't get there. Across right to Rasmussen. The Kings want a change. With a shot. Warrener on a breakaway. The Canucks in the midst of a change. Retrieved in the defensive end. Shoots. Morrison faces off in his own zone. Left behind. He scores! He has himself a hat trick, and a few lone hats float down from the crowd. That one pulls them even.
Not as many hats thrown from the crowd, but it's sweet nonetheless.
Vancouver 4, the Kings 4. Across right to Naslund. Score! The Canucks able to rebound quickly from that last goal. The Canucks break the tie here.
Well, they answered that goal in a hurry. Someone was caught napping out there.
Face off in neutral ice. Morrison takes the puck. Allison plays it. One times it to Hines. Hands it to Morrison. To Naslund. Moves it quickly to Bertuzzi. Sopel retrieves it. Left side. They score! Kluche didn't have a chance on that one and gives up the goal. What terrible defense in front of him. And it's all even.
I don't think they know what just happened. Their fire was sent right back at them.
Draw at center ice. Quick pass to Nordstrom. Cross ice pass. Eloranta controls the puck. Feeds it across. Cross ice pass. Loads it up and fires. Kicked aside. Big blast. Eloranta races over to get it. Draw to the right of the net. Moves it quickly to Modry. Rasmussen with a shot. Snagged by Kluche. Henrik Sedin faces off in his own zone. The shot. Shot. Gathers it in. Face off to the left of the net. Moves it quickly to Schneider. Quick shot on goal. Guides it on to Deadmarsh. All knotted up. Cross ice to Deadmarsh. Big blast. He missed the net. Rebounds off the boards. Touch pass to Bertuzzi. Pass to Hines. Over to Hines. The Kings head to the bench for a change. Draw to the right of the net. Henrik Sedin plays it. Shoots. Recovered by Vancouver. 20 seconds left in the period. Henrik Sedin ahead with it. Face off to the left of the net. Sent to Modry. Dumps it into the corner. And the second period comes to an end. Vancouver 5, the Kings 5. All set for the start of the third period.
Still knotted here. Neither team can pull away.
Quick pass to Schneider. We're all tied up. Over to Hines. Draw in the right circle. Gathered in by Morrison. Pass to Bertuzzi. Over to Naslund. Cross-ice pass. Across right to Naslund. Unload. The shot. Cross-ice to Naslund. Feeds it across. The Canucks in the midst of a change. Draw to the left of the net. Recovered by Vancouver. Drives one towards the net. Across left to Palffy. Over to Palffy. Feeds it across. Over to Rasmussen. Puck ahead to Linden. A long blast. He covers it.
Palovich wishes this game would just end. He's really struggling.
Draw to the right of the net. To Nordstrom. Across right to Eloranta. Vancouver called for offside. Vancouver 5, the Kings 5. One timed over to Nordstrom. Into the corner. Rebounds off the board. Off the board. Across right to Sedin. Puts one on goal. Face off to the left of the net. Letowski plays it over to Chabarov. Pass to Chabarov. Lets it fly. Toe save. Over to Eloranta. Letowski in ahead of the play. Face off in neutral ice. Allison hustles to it. Quick pass to Modry. The shot just wide. Morrison ahead with it. In all alone. He scores! He has himself a hat trick. The Canucks take the lead.
Doc, you've got to feel happy for a guy when he's having this type of game.
The Kings looking to even things up. To Nordstrom. Right side to Johnson. The drive. Off the mark. Across right to Lopic.
Number 7, Brendan Morrison.
Henrik Sedin faces off in his own zone. Over to Schneider. Big shot. Oh, he was robbed blind. The Kings go for a line change. The shot. Puck ahead to Sedin. Big blast. Feeds it across. Quick pass to Henrik Sedin. The Canucks head to the bench for a change. Over to Belanger. Over to LaPerriere. Pass to LaPerriere. Wow, he was hammered.
Olin absolutely pummeled him.
To Lopic. The Canucks want to change lines. Lets it fly. Fires the wrist shot.
Linden forcing the action right now. He's got to settle down.
Draw to the left of the net. Morrison takes it up ice. Over to Hines. Shot. Miller takes the puck. Sent to Bertuzzi. Puck controlled by Schneider. Over to Denmark. Ooh, that had to hurt.
Naslund absolutely pummeled him.
Dancing in. Breakaway. The Kings. He scores. He capitalizes on the breakaway.
here. What an incredible dipsy-doodle by Dedmark.
The score is tied. Letowski ahead with it. Rockets one. Incredible save. With a wrist shot. Wide of the mark. Shoots. Sent to Johnson. Linden faces off in his own zone. Rink wide to Lopich. Gathers it in. Draw to the right of the net. Puts it on goal. Belanger controls it. Draw to the right of the net. Left behind. Intercepted by Belanger. We're all tied up. Cross ice to Sedin. Not so fast. Offside. Face off at center ice. One times it to Modry. Left side to Bertuzzi. Over to Morrison. He scores! Morrison had only the goalie to beat, and he did just that. And Vancouver holds into the lead with a last-minute goal.
Wow, that's the kind of goal that can break a team's back.
The draw in the neutral zone. Over to Nordstrom. Big chance. Time almost up. Across left to Dedmark. He scores! Allison has another goal in this one. And we're knotted up.
Just when they thought they'd won it, it's all tied up.
The draw at center ice. Gathered in by Smolinski. Tees it up. And that'll do it for the third period. Overtime is next. Vancouver 7, the Kings 7. All set for the start of the overtime period. We're all tied up. Draw at center ice. Into the corner. Off the mark. Hard off the board. Quick pass to Naslund. With a shot. Snag. Taps it ahead. Over to Dedmarsh. With a shot. Hands it to Allison.
As if it wasn't enough to get scored on, his water bottle went flying too. Close game. Vancouver had enough to come away with the W.
Alongside Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emery. Good night.
The third star from the Vancouver Canucks, number 7, Brendan Morrison. The second star from the Vancouver Canucks, number 19, Marcus Daslin. And the first star of the game from the Los Angeles Kings, number 41, Jason Allison.